I'm trying not to look at politics, but sometimes I get passionate, and it fuels me in a good way. I'm trying to find a way to deal with what is and not let it construct me down that road.
Well, the greatest advantage of what is that it catapults you into greater clarity of what you prefer. The greatest disadvantage of what is that your attention to it prevents you from being a vibrational match to the new and improved desire. In other words, when you observe what is, that's what this book, The Spiritual Revolution, is really about. What is, and your awareness of it, causes you to launch all kinds of requests for improvement. But your then chronic attention to what is precludes you from having any of the improvement that you've launched. And this is the message that we were wanting to get across to you as we began here today. Every thought you think, every word you speak, every sentence you construct, every conversation you hold, every memory you mull over, every imagination that you ponder, every bit of that focus is the constructing of pathways. And here's the thing we want you to hear. It's the construction of pathways that make it easier or harder for you to arrive at the answers and solutions that you've been asking for. Do you hear that? In other words, without knowing any of this, you all are sifting and launching these rockets and have become magnificently evolved beings. In other words, that's happening whether you know it is happening, whether you know that it has happened or not. Your vortex is real. It does exist. And it is there to serve you and to delight you and to fulfill you. That is a given whether you know that it is or not. Meanwhile, you all are practicing thought patterns. And some of your thought patterns take you toward this expanded beingness, and some of your thought patterns take you away from this expanded beingness, you see. So some of what you even got when you were playing with the Ouija board took you away from who you are. And the reason that it petered out is because who you are dominates, you see. So the question that we set forth to all of you is, really, how long are you willing to torture yourselves and deprive yourselves of the benefit of all that life has caused you to become? Why are you putting up with the chronic, incessant attention to what is in the arenas of what is that don't please you? And it is our expectation that from this day forward, you will never again construct a conversation about something that is, that's upsetting to you, without consciously acknowledging that while you are good with the numbers, and while you are good with the details, and while you do know the details of the politics, and you know who said what, and you know when they said it, while you are good at all of that, the majority of that conversation is preventing you from matching up with what you've put into the vortex about that very subject. People think when we talk about getting into the vortex or getting into the zone or raising your vibration or just chilling out, letting go, releasing, chilling is the predominant message that we're wanting to get across, letting go of the details of it, letting what's in the vortex become more dominant. Often people think that what we're trying to get them to do is just sort of give up on society and stop banging their head against the wall and just carve out for themselves a happier life. And many people feel very agitated with us about that because they believe that they are here to make the world a better place. And we say, you can't be here and not be making the world a better place. That is a given. You're putting that stuff in the vortex, and the vibrational evolution is extraordinary, unlike anything that has ever been before. But the attention to the details, as you keep hammering at the questions and the problems, you deprive yourself of the answers and the solutions that are readily available to you right now. So when we say things to you that essentially sound like put your head in the sand and meditate, we're not asking you to stop being a good citizen or a good Samaritan or a helpful person or an uplifter or even a healer. We're just showing you the only way that you can be any of those things, you see. You cannot be any of those things if you're outside your vortex. You just can't.
Perfect.
It is.